Imagine a machine that looks like any other commuter car rolling through a quiet neighborhood yet carries a secret potential that only reveals itself when the road opens up. Imagine a sedan that feels almost underestimated on purpose, inviting you to wonder how much engineering ambition can be hidden inside something that appears so modest. Imagine a moment in automotive history when makers experimented with unexpected combinations of everyday practicality and serious performance potential, creating cars that seem to smile at anyone who judged them by their shape alone. Imagine exploring how such an approach shaped driver expectations, influenced tuning culture, and created a blueprint for performance surprises that still show up in unexpected places today. And imagine uncovering what happens when a manufacturer decides to pack capability into a package that refuses to brag about it. If that kind of story sparks your curiosity, remember to like, subscribe, and comment the next topic you want to see explored. When we talk about unexpected performance wrapped in an everyday layout, the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 stands out as a prime example of how subtle design can support significant engineering intent. Its presence in the market arrived at a moment when many family sedans prioritized predictable comfort over excitement. Yet this model leaned into a different idea that asked drivers to reconsider what a compact executive car could do when given the right foundation. The restrained exterior signaled practicality, but beneath that calm surface lived a platform shaped through careful refinement, high-load testing, and repeated evaluation under conditions that pushed the boundaries of front-drive dynamics. Engineers working on the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 used a straightforward starting point. Rather than redesign every component from scratch, they refined the existing layout with stronger internals, more responsive boost control, and structural enhancements that supported greater stability during spirited driving or long highway stretches. This approach allowed the car to maintain daily usability while offering a performance envelope that rewarded precise inputs. The sedan remained approachable for new owners while still appealing to those who enjoyed mid-level power on tap. Across its early development, the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 balanced multiple engineering goals. The company sought predictable steering feel, restrained torque steer, and consistent boost delivery even when driven under heavy stress. These targets required adjustments to suspension geometry, tire selection, and gearbox ratios. The results produced a car that encouraged confident cornering without compromising its role as a functional family vehicle. This harmony became one of its defining strengths. Beneath the hood, the power plant relied on a turbocharging strategy meant to deliver a smooth climb in torque rather than an abrupt spike. Engineers refined the intercooler layout, cooling pathways, and fuel mapping to promote stable output during long runs. This tuning approach created a broad usable range that suited highways, backroads, and daily commutes with equal comfort. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 gained a reputation for accessible capability rather than dramatic outbursts. Interior design followed similar priorities. Instead of using bold statements, the cabin focused on visibility, logical placement of controls, and supportive seating that held up during extended trips. Materials aimed to feel durable yet comfortable. Nothing inside screamed performance, yet subtle touches like gauge arrangements and pedal spacing showed that the car anticipated drivers who paid attention to detail. This quiet intentionality became part of its charm. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 also carried significance within the broader lineup. It demonstrated how a manufacturer could experiment with performance tuning without abandoning mainstream customers. This balance helped shape how future models approached the concept of subtle speed. Incorporating stronger components into a modest frame required careful cost management, efficient testing cycles, and an understanding of what drivers realistically expected from a family-sized vehicle. One of the most interesting aspects of the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 lies in how its understated design influenced real-world perception. Casual observers often assumed it was a standard commuter car, yet enthusiasts recognized the unique wheels, ride height, and stance that hinted at its athletic character. This dual identity turned it into a favorite among drivers who preferred capability without attention-seeking styling. The car blended into everyday traffic yet could confidently handle situations that demanded quick response. The chassis tuning on the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 set it apart within its segment. Minimizing torque steer in a front-drive performance sedan required careful distribution of traction forces. Engineers worked on bushing stiffness, steering rack calibration, and weight management to keep the car stable under acceleration. This tuning let the car handle dynamic transitions with composure. Many drivers found that it inspired trust even when driving on uneven surfaces or tight rural roads. Another important factor in the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 story involves durability. High-output engines can place significant strain on components, yet this model included reinforcements designed to maintain reliability over time. Cooling capacity, lubrication channels, and structural supports were enhanced to accommodate increased thermal and mechanical load. As a result, the car earned a reputation for holding up under consistent use. This reliability allowed owners to enjoy its performance without constant worry about maintenance spikes. The aerodynamic profile of the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 took a subtle route. Rather than dramatic spoilers, designers used measured shaping to stabilize airflow. A modest front lip, refined windshield angle, and controlled roofline curvature contributed to smoother movement at highway speed. This tuning supported both fuel efficiency and stability, reinforcing the car's multipurpose nature. The result was a sedan that felt planted without relying on aggressive exterior cues. On open roads, the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 delivered a balanced experience. Acceleration felt strong yet predictable. Mid-range power offered confident passing capability. Throttle response benefited from careful boost control that reduced hesitation. This combination allowed the car to adapt smoothly across different driving situations. Many owners appreciated how it could shift from calm cruising to engaged driving with minimal adjustment. When evaluated in the context of its era, the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 represented a step forward in the idea of sleeper performance. It showed that a family sedan could incorporate engineering lessons typically reserved for more specialized models. This democratization of performance aligned with growing enthusiasm for cars that blended practicality with excitement. The car proved that innovation could thrive within a modest exterior. The influence of the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 extended beyond raw performance. It challenged expectations about what customers might want from a mid-sized sedan. The car delivered measurable capability without sacrificing comfort, ease of use, or predictable handling. This approach encouraged other manufacturers to explore similar blends of performance and civility, shaping trends that continued into the next decade. The braking system on the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 also merited attention. Engineers selected components capable of repeated heavy load stops without fade. Vented discs, consistent pad materials, and balanced hydraulic tuning provided steady performance under stress. Owners appreciated this reliability, especially when driving through hilly regions or during longer trips that demanded repeated speed adjustments. The steering feel remained one of its standout traits. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 offered feedback that communicated road texture and traction levels without feeling harsh. This tuning allowed drivers to sense grip changes early, contributing to confident control. Subtle improvements to the steering rack, mounting points, and assistance calibration supported this communication. Many enthusiasts praised the steering as one of the car's most enjoyable features. In discussing the deeper substance of the Renault 21 Turbo 1990, it becomes clear that its development reflected a very specific philosophy. Engineers wanted a sedan that could handle serious mechanical loads without adopting the appearance of a performance flagship. This mindset led to several layers of refinement that turned a fairly ordinary blueprint into a platform capable of carrying notable power, stable road manners, and long-distance comfort. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 entered the market as a machine that carried a surprising level of engineering nuance. Its front drive layout meant that torque management, weight allocation, and suspension behavior needed careful attention. Early prototypes revealed how sensitive the chassis was to torque distribution and boost spikes. So designers spent significant time regulating how the turbo system delivered pressure. This prevented sudden surges that could unsettle traction. The mechanical personality of the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 grew out of a series of controlled tests meant to simulate real-world conditions. Thermal load evaluations pushed the engine to operate for extended periods under high stress, confirming whether cooling systems could maintain stable temperatures. This focus resulted in a radiator and intercooler configuration that promoted consistent performance even during long summer drives or high-speed travel. Stability under heat made the car more predictable across climates. Another important improvement came from gearbox reinforcement. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 required a transmission able to distribute torque evenly without producing excessive strain on internal components. Gear ratios were selected to support both acceleration and highway cruising, avoiding the tendency of some high-output sedans to feel overworked at sustained speed. These refinements contributed to the car's reputation for smooth power delivery. The evolution of its suspension system turned into one of the most defining chapters. Engineers modified spring rates, anti-roll bar thickness, and damper valving to create a balance that resisted excessive body motion while maintaining a comfortable ride. This careful tuning allowed the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 to handle quick transitions, uneven pavement, and tight bends without harshness. The setup worked well for drivers who used the car daily but still wanted responsive handling when the situation allowed. Brake system selection followed a similar logic. Instead of focusing on dramatic high-output hardware, the goal was consistent performance under repeated heavy load stops. Vented front discs, robust caliper construction, and friction materials chosen for durability allowed the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 to maintain braking confidence during longer downhill drives or highway conditions that required repeated adjustments. Many owners appreciated how the braking system felt strong without being overly sensitive. Tire choice contributed to overall stability. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 performed best with compounds that balance grip and longevity, reinforcing its multipurpose character. Engineering teams tested various tread patterns to maintain traction in wet and dry conditions while also supporting efficient cooling around the wheels and brakes. This attention to detail made the car feel composed during rapid directional changes. The interior of the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 seemed understated, yet its layout reflected ergonomic priorities. Seat cushioning balanced long trip comfort with lateral support. The dashboard was arranged to keep vital information in view, and pedal spacing suited both relaxed driving and more committed engagement. These interior elements worked together to create a cabin that felt familiar even to drivers who had never experienced a turbocharged sedan. Climate control performance marked another strength. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 relied on a system designed to maintain stable temperatures efficiently. Interior airflow pathways directed cooling and heating with consistency, an important factor for owners who planned extended trips or lived in variable climates. These comfort-based improvements reinforced the car's practical foundation. In evaluating the structural design, engineers placed emphasis on rigidity. The body gained reinforcements that helped maintain alignment under stress, supporting predictable handling at speed. This structural confidence allowed the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 to remain stable during highway lane changes, rural backroad carving, and long sweeping curves. Rigidity played a major role in how secure the car felt over time. Instrumentation offered drivers the information needed to operate confidently. Gauges provided real-time feedback on temperature, boost, and engine status, and the clarity of the layout helped owners avoid overworking the engine. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 rewarded those who paid attention to these details, teaching many drivers how turbocharged engines behave during different load cycles. Fuel system reliability also played an important part. Demanding engines require stable fuel delivery at all times, so the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 used components designed to maintain pressure even during aggressive acceleration or extended climbs. This level of dependability helped reduce instances of hesitation and contributed to the car's smooth driving character. When placed against a rival from the same period, the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 often impressed drivers with its mix of refinement and usability. While not always the most aggressively tuned sedan in its class, it delivered an experience that encouraged drivers to explore its limits gradually instead of relying on theatrics. This approach built loyalty among owners who valued balance more than spectacle. The aerodynamic characteristics focused on real-world benefits. Subtle shaping reduced wind turbulence around the pillars and mirrors, helping to maintain calm cabin noise levels during highway trips. Stability improved through measured airflow control around the rear section, which assisted in keeping the car planted without resorting to oversized exterior additions. These decisions made the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 feel composed even in strong crosswinds. The relationship between the engine and chassis became a defining element. the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 demonstrated how thoughtful tuning could minimize torque steer, a common challenge for powerful front-drive cars. Improvements to mount design, steering alignment, and weight distribution worked together to keep the car tracking straight during acceleration. This engineering discipline allowed drivers to trust the car's reactions in situations that demanded precision. The exhaust system enhanced performance while maintaining reasonable noise levels. Engineers selected components that supported efficient gas flow without creating a sound profile that overwhelmed cabin comfort. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 therefore achieved a tone that hinted at capability while remaining civilized for daily driving. This balanced character echoed the car's overall mission. The lasting significance of the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 becomes even clearer when examining how its identity evolved once it entered the hands of real drivers. The car demonstrated a rare combination of modest design and advanced engineering that encouraged people to explore its capabilities gradually, revealing layers of performance that rewarded careful input rather than aggressive theatrics. This approach distinguished the sedan in an era when many models pursued visual excitement over mechanical balance. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 developed a following among owners who valued machines that felt honest, predictable, and stable under varying conditions. Its turbocharged engine responded smoothly to throttle changes, delivering usable power across a broad range, and this behavior helped drivers gain confidence on unfamiliar roads, even years after production. Many noted how the car maintained its composure during long trips, thanks to its structured chassis and durable powertrain. Another notable aspect of the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 was its behavior under high-load situations. Mountain climbs, extended highway runs, and strong crosswinds all highlighted the car's ability to maintain temperature control and directional stability. Its cooling system, aerodynamic shaping, and weight distribution worked together to create a sedan that handled environmental stress with poise. This resilience allowed drivers to trust the car during multi-hour journeys, reinforcing its reputation for practical performance. The cabin environment also contributed to long-term appreciation. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 presented a clean, ergonomic layout that placed essential information where drivers could see it without distraction. Supportive seating, clear instrumentation, and straightforward controls created a sense of familiarity that appealed to both casual users and enthusiasts. This interior philosophy reflected the same balance that defined the rest of the car, merging comfort with subtle cues aimed at individuals who recognized the car's capabilities. As owners continued to explore the model's potential, the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 gained attention for its adaptability. The engine responded well to responsible maintenance, and the chassis tolerated normal wear without compromising its core characteristics. Many drivers appreciated how the suspension remained compliant yet responsive as the car aged, and how the steering retained its feedback even after years of use. This long-term stability helped maintain enthusiasm for the model. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 also influenced how people approached daily driving. It proved that a family sedan could provide practical utility while offering enough performance to keep experienced drivers engaged. This dual-purpose nature encouraged motorists to rethink what a practical car could be. Many found that the car offered a sense of connection through its mechanical clarity, allowing them to feel involved without needing extreme power levels. Maintenance culture around the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 became a major part of its identity. Owners learned that steady, responsible service preserved the model's strengths. Oil changes, cooling system checks, and attention to boost control components kept the car operating smoothly. This relationship between driver and machine fostered appreciation for engineering that valued durability as much as performance. Enthusiasts often remarked that the car rewarded those who respected its mechanical needs. During spirited driving on open roads, the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 revealed the benefits of its chassis tuning. Body motion stayed controlled during transitions, and the suspension allowed the car to settle quickly after bumps or dips. This predictability gave drivers confidence to navigate winding routes or rural roads where the terrain changed rapidly. The sedan's stability under varying conditions became one of its most celebrated traits. Safety-oriented behaviors also played a role. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 responded predictably to emergency maneuvers, thanks to its balanced weight distribution and clear communication through the steering system. controlled braking performance allowed drivers to adjust speed effectively without feeling abrupt changes in stability. These qualities supported a sense of reassurance during unexpected situations. On long highway journeys, the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 demonstrated how well its aerodynamic profile and mechanical tuning worked together. The cabin remained calm, engine temperatures stayed steady, and the car maintained a planted feel even when passing large vehicles or encountering uneven pavement. This composure made it a reliable travel companion for families and individuals who valued comfort and consistency. Enthusiasts also appreciated how the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 behaved during wet weather. Traction remained predictable due to tire selection, suspension geometry, and throttle modulation. The sedan resisted excessive understeer when handled carefully, allowing drivers to maintain confident control during rain or damp conditions. This all-weather capability further enhanced its practical appeal. Another aspect of the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 that contributed to its legacy was the way it approached technological balance. Rather than relying on complex electronic systems, the car blended mechanical solutions with measured electronic assistance. This design kept the driving experience connected and direct, giving owners a sense of control without demanding constant correction. Many drivers found that this combination provided a more engaging experience than heavily digital alternatives. The durability of the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 extended to its structural integrity. Reinforced sections of the body maintained alignment over years of use, supporting consistent suspension geometry and stable handling. This structural longevity meant that even older examples preserved much of their original driving feel when maintained properly. The car's ability to retain its character contributed to its long-term appreciation. As time passed, the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 developed a reputation as a sleeper classic. Its quiet exterior continued to appeal to drivers who preferred a subtle approach, while its mechanical depth kept enthusiasts entertained. This dual identity helped the model remain relevant within automotive culture, even as newer vehicles arrived with more complex systems and higher output. The car also offered insight into how manufacturers approached performance integration during its era. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 demonstrated that focusing on refinement, balance, and stability could create a more enjoyable experience than chasing maximum power figures. This philosophy influenced later performance sedans that sought to blend comfort with spirited capability. The ownership community surrounding the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 expanded as more drivers recognized the car's unique combination of traits. Gatherings, technical discussions, and long-distance drives highlighted the model's endurance and flexibility. Many owners valued how the car felt approachable yet distinctive, creating a shared appreciation for its engineering and personality. Collectability increased as well. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 stands as a clear example of how thoughtful engineering can elevate a practical sedan into a machine that satisfies drivers who want capability delivered with restraint. Its story highlights how subtle design, refined turbocharged performance, and balanced chassis tuning created a car that avoided spectacle while offering a confident and rewarding driving experience. By studying this model closely, we gain insight into an era when manufacturers explored how to blend accessibility with advanced engineering, proving that performance could thrive within a familiar shape without overwhelming daily usability. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 earned its reputation through consistency. It maintained stability during long trips, handled variable weather with composure, and responded predictably under high-load situations. These traits illustrated the strength of its cooling design, suspension geometry, and structural integrity, which allowed the car to endure real-world conditions while preserving its engaging personality. Drivers appreciated how the model encouraged smooth, measured inputs rather than dramatic maneuvers, creating a sense of connection rooted in balance rather than raw force. Over time, the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 developed into a sleeper classic because it demonstrated how understatement can coexist with capability. Its modest exterior concealed a depth of engineering that appealed to owners who value subtlety and control. This understated approach helped shape expectations for practical performance sedans, influencing later vehicles that sought to blend comfort, responsiveness, and everyday usability. The Renault 21 Turbo 1990 continues to resonate with enthusiasts because it shows how durability, balanced tuning, and clear mechanical communication can create a car that ages with grace. Many classic models depend on nostalgia, but this sedan holds its place through tangible qualities that drivers still appreciate. Its chassis retains stability, its engine rewards responsible maintenance, and its interior layout reflects ergonomic priorities that remain relevant. Reflecting on the Renault 21 Turbo 1990 offers a reminder that automotive excellence does not always come from extremes. Sometimes the most satisfying machines are those that refine proven ideas with precision, discipline, and respect for the driver. This sedan demonstrates how engineering harmony can create an experience that feels authentic decades later. Its legacy endures because it speaks to a universal desire for cars that balance purpose, comfort, and capability with confidence and subtle appeal.